Namaste and welcome back. We're working on Pada Hastasana. Pada meaning feet, hasta meaning hands, and asana meaning that's it. In Pada Hastasana, we want to have our feet hip distance apart and the tailbone is going to go back. The hands are going to go underneath the feet. It's a more advanced pose. You would want to encourage your thighs, the inner thighs, to be pressing back in this particular pose and pressing the backs of the knees towards the backs of the room. However, you don't want to hyperextend. It's not about hyperextending. So if you need to keep your knees bent to come forward, then you're going to go ahead and do so. And ultimately, your crown is going to drizzle down, so you're going to relax your shoulders. Very similar to almost like a gorilla pose. You're going to take your hands underneath your feet, and I'm just going to move my ring here. And your toes are going to touch about your ankles. You're going to squeeze that thigh, squeeze that block, squeeze the thighs into the block, and then let your head hang, draping over, kind of like a gorilla or a waterfall. And then begin to press actively into the balls of the feet and squeeze the thighs more, and bring your sit bones up as though you want to spread your tailbone as though it was like the letter I. Okay. And then relax the shoulders and begin to take the elbows out to the sides as you lower. Pada Hastasana. Now feel free to bend the knees a little bit more here and spread the sit bones so that you can let your head hang a little more heavy. Let your arms pull you down as you straighten the legs. And ultimately over time, and it takes time, it won't happen overnight, it's a slow opening through the inner thighs, adductors. And then let's slowly release. So you'll take your hands out from underneath your feet. And then from here, you'll slowly make your way up. I like to pause at my shins and then at my thighs as I come up. And then when you're up at the top, you just let everything settle back down. In Pada Hastasana, you might even roll your wrists or make some finger exercises as there's a lot of weight bearing on the hands. And also keeping in mind, so now that you have an idea of what the shape is like, once you're in that shape, y'all, bring awareness to how intense you're drawing the belly button up and in, because you're ultimately going to lift your heels off the ground, coming forward and pulling yourself forward and breathing. So you'll end up balancing here, really squeezing the inner thighs, really lifting the hips up towards the sky, and then rocking back and coming down. And then again, playing with the arms. Slowly rise back up. We'll discuss this on our live call. I can't wait to dive in. Namaste, y'all, and I look forward to practicing with you soon.